So chewy, so sweet. Oh man. But not too sweet, not too sugary. I was gonna get some sugar covered ones. And I said, you know what, maybe that's overkill. We got a grape bad boy. They did a nice job of the detail. Guys, I'm having trouble telling if it actually tastes any different. I have the bag here. Ripped up and destroyed. Look at that. I massacred this bag. I mean, I can't be waiting for my candy. Give me my candy. Okay, so it does use fruit juice concentrates. Fruit juice concentrates. Boy, using one of these drinking glasses is not the best way. I just like to do it so you can see the inside. Alright, we got SpongeBob's house. I hate to eat this, but you know, poor SpongeBob. He's not gonna have a place to live, but you know what, SpongeBob, you gotta take one for the team, buddy. Okay, that tastes like pineapple. But yeah, this actually uses fruit juice concentrates. Watermelon, blueberry, pineapple, and some natural flavors. But what I like is it doesn't use any artificial flavors. And, you know, you can see where it's from. Guys, it's getting ridiculous with this Trader Joe's stuff. Although I am due for a trip to Costco, and Costco has a whole nother, like, realm of treats, and I might just have to attack one of those. So this is a strawberry, I guess. What is that? Why is it orange? Guys, I don't know who's making these creative decisions, but that does not look like I don't know, it's a peach maybe, huh? It's a product of Germany, too. Cool. I don't even know what that is. I think it's peach. Definitely not strawberry. And I think that's all the flavor. So it's watermelon, peach, pineapple, and grape. Oh, actually, there is another one in there. I'll have to take that out at some point. It does say on the back as well that the flavor combination varies. I think I was able to hit mute in time for that. I got some peach in my throat there. Watermelon bad boy. Yeah, they taste pretty good. Oh, grapefruit is one of them. That's the one that I see in there is a grapefruit. Christmas? What are you doing for Hanukkah? Whatever it is you celebrate, what are you doing? What are you eating? Who are you hanging out with? Where are you going? I want to know everything. I want to see a ton of comments talking about your life and your holiday plans. I'm always talking about myself. Let's hear about you guys. Alright. SpongeBob's house got rebuilt, but I'm a heartless guy and I'm gonna eat his house again. Sorry, SpongeBob. Or Bob Espona, if you are a Spanish speaker. My wife was telling me about, because obviously like a lot of those cartoons like SpongeBob and Dora the Explorer and Blue's Clues and stuff, they all they show them in different countries with with the native language. And she was telling me about some of the shows and some of the characters in Spanish. So, SpongeBob is Bob Espona. Patrick is Patricio Estrella. Patrick Star. That one cracks me up. But my favorite is Squidward. Is Calamardo, which sounds like fried calamari. It makes me laugh, but he's a squid, so it makes sense. Calamardo. And then Senor Congrejo is Mr. Krabs. After this video, guys, after you watch this video, start to finish, of course, check out some Spanish-speaking SpongeBob SquarePants. I mean, it's the same thing, but it's like, I think it's funny. The names are just, to me, are funny. And then you have Dora the Explorer. Which is Dora la Exploradora, which is crazy. There's so many Oras and Doras in it. Dora the Exploradora. Once again, full transparency. I'm clearly not a native Spanish speaker. Forgive me if I butcher the pronunciations. And then I think boots is like botas. Yeah. These are not as squishy as I thought they would be. They're actually like very firm, which is why they're so chewy, I guess. Perfect for a video. Sweet and deliciously fruity gummy candies. Pineapple, mango, grapefruit, watermelon, blueberry. It's not grapes, my bad, guys. But you would never know because they're freaking purple. Why did they make the blueberries purple? I don't understand. The coloring makes no sense. I don't know, guys. These look like grapes to me. I would think this was grapes. Grapes are always in bunches like that. Like, blueberries don't. They're not. I don't know. Not important. there's others, but I'm like reading notifications on my phone. I'm still using the iPhone to record. Maybe one day I'll upgrade to a better quality camera, but I think the visuals are pretty good on these. I work in sales, which I've mentioned before. You know, part of my job is bringing on new business, bringing on new clients, you know, selling our services and trying to get them to, you know, buy in. And I'll get emails at like random times throughout the day or night. Sometimes at night I'll get an email from like, you know, someone I've been bugging for a while. And they're like, hey, yeah, let's meet. And I'm like, yes. I feel like sales really speaks to my like sports fan side. It's like, let's go, you know, like when I book, you know, book a meeting or close a deal or whatever. It's like the adrenaline rush. So maybe I was meant to do that. You know, like everyone else, I'm still kind of in my life and career journey. I mean, if you're already kind of in your career and you know what you're doing and you're doing great, awesome. That's amazing. I think I'm still kind of in the journey a little bit. So, but it's never too late to make good decisions for yourself and, you know, learn new skills. You should never feel like you're stuck. That's the worst feeling in the world, when whatever the situation is, when you feel like you're stuck, and even though you actively want to get out of something, you just can't because, you know, maybe you dug yourself too deep or whatever. You know, maybe you're going to school for a degree that, you know, maybe you're not as passionate about it as you were in the beginning. Maybe you've started to develop new, you know, interests and hobbies. That's one thing that's tough about I guess like the college system in general. You know, obviously you go to high school, you graduate at 18 or 17, whatever, and then you go to college at like 18. I mean, 18. Sorry, one of my neighbors has a really loud Porsche, and he's just revving it for no reason. Yeah, the car's really loud. It's like this blue, I think it's like a 911. It's really nice. It's like a nice, it's like a light blue. It's a nice car, but to me, I'm not really impressed with like loud cars. They kind of annoy me. I'm not the target audience. I have some friends with just like super loud, powerful cars, and they love driving down, you know, driving through downtown, like revving it, flying through the intersections. You know, you're afraid for your life when you're in the car with them. But, you know, you got to enjoy your life. You got to do what makes you happy. So, back to what I was saying. You start college at 18, and you're so young. 18 is like, when you're 18, you feel like an adult, and technically you're an adult because, you know, there's a lot of things you can do at 18 that you couldn't do before. But, man, 18 is, as a person in his 30s, like, when I see an 18-year-old, like, boy or girl, it's like, they look like they're like 12 to me. It's like, I've totally lost my sense of like what ages look like. Oh, he's still revving it. Okay, now he's gone. That was the I'm out of here rev? So, you're 18, you choose your degree and based on whatever you're doing. And for a lot of people, oh my god, he's still here. Well, to get out of my community, you have to like go in a circle to leave the entrance, so. Now I hear him flying down. Okay. Oh, and now the AC is going on downstairs. Guys, I can't win today. You're gonna get a little buzzing now from the AC. I live in a 3-story townhouse, and there's an AC on the top floor, and there's an AC on the bottom floor. The AC on the bottom floor controls the first 2 floors, and the AC on the top floor does the top floor. My AC is off up here while I'm filming. I turn all my fans off. Anything that makes noise. But for whatever reason, you can hear the AC all the way from downstairs. I don't know why. It's like this buzzing, and when I first moved in, I couldn't figure out where the buzzing was coming from. I'm like, what the heck is that? I'm like, is it the water heater? What? Yeah, it turns out it's the bottom floor AC. Go figure. So, I know some people, though, when they choose their degree at 18, maybe they get a couple years in, and they decide, hey, I've changed as a person. I've developed new interests. I'm not so into this degree anymore. You know, so, and of course you take on a lot of debt and stuff, so the decisions you have to make as an 18-year-old when it comes to college are big boy decisions or big girl decisions. And I think sometimes at 18 you're just not like, you don't have the life experience yet, you're not quite, and this isn't to put down anyone who's 18, it's just like, you know, wisdom is a thing, you know, when you've been around longer and you've had like more experiences, you know, just, you think and see things differently. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of 18-year-olds who have lived a full life and been through a lot more than maybe someone in their 30s, but I would think in general, you know, a 30-year-old or 40-year-old is going to have had more experiences than an 18-year-old. So, but we're very lucky and fortunate to live, you know, in the internet age, whatever that's called. I do remember I am a millennial. I'm like a mid-age millennial. Like in the middle of the like range of millennial ages. And so I'm the last, you know, I'm really the last generation to remember not having the internet and not having a cell phone. Because I didn't have a cell phone until probably like I was like 16 or 17 maybe. And I remember I had friends who got them a couple of years earlier, and I was so jealous. But back then it was the Nokia like block phones, you know, they were really I mean, they were like this thick, you know. And to text you'd have to hit the button 3 times to get C or to get a letter F or whatever. No internet, there was no social media. Well, I think MySpace had just come on the scene. I think MySpace was like, it was like 05. I could be totally wrong about that, but I think MySpace came out in like 2005. And that was, I mean, even that was like, so it was super beta, like, it wasn't quite that popular yet. But yeah, I remember my friend getting a Nokia phone, and I was so jealous. It was like this blue block phone. It didn't do anything. You know, back then the plans were so bad. Like, put it in the comments. Let me know if you remember a time where you had to, you had like weekend and nights calling. Like, remember that. But I mean, obviously it's been so long since that's been the case. But just the thought of that, of like, you know, texting, you had to pay for like really specific packages. You would get like 200 text messages a month and 500 minutes of calling or whatever, something like that. And data was like barely a thing yet, because there was really no internet, there was no streaming, there was none of that. I remember the coolest thing in the world was picking my ringtone. You would like, either you would buy it, and they would like let you, remember you could like preview the song, and then you would buy it for like $5. And it would be like a Linkin Park song. It'd be like a clip of like, in the end, it doesn't even matter, or something. Like, and you were the coolest kid in the world when your phone went off. Now it's so different. Now it's like no one has their ringer on, except like people in inappropriate situations. Like, you'll be in like a really quiet space and then your phone goes off. But my phone is like generally on vibrate. Not even just for the ringer, but for like the key presses and stuff. And the ding when you get a text message, like, just rather that be silent. But and then my ringtone is just basic, like da 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 da. But yeah, back then, if you had a low quality fuzzy like recording of Linkin Park or whatever, oh, you were the coolest guy in the world. I remember I might have to start a series like reminiscing. Because technically I'm a 90s baby, but I did a lot of growing up in the 2000s. I remember the 2000s much more. So, I remember when Netflix was just the CDs. You would have to pay for like the membership, where you would get like one CD or 2 or 3 at a time. And, or, you know, a DVD. And then I think they started doing Blu-ray at one point, but yeah, you would watch the movie and then you would send it back, and it would take like 3 to 5 business. It would take like the whole week to like, for them to get your CD and your DVD and send you another one. It was like so, it was just so inefficient. But back then it was amazing. You're like, oh dude, I get to like watch these movies. I don't even have to go to the theater. It's incredible. Now it's like a joke to think about having to do that. Have a CD that's all scratched up, and like, we don't even, like, laptops don't even have CD, you know, they don't even have optical, whatever it's called. They don't even have CD, you know, ports anymore. Like, how do you even play it? How do you even play a DVD? I certainly don't have a DVD player. I guess if you have like an Xbox or PlayStation, but which I do have, but I just never, I haven't played in so long. So yeah. And I remember they had GameFly too. I'm not sure if GameFly is still a thing, but it was the same thing but with video games. And that was pretty cool. I think I did that for a little bit. But I've never been like a huge gamer. I would say more so when I was younger. Probably like you know, high school, maybe college. But yeah, I may have to do a series like reminiscing on the 2000s. Everyone talks about the 90s, but and I do remember the 90s. I remember Nickelodeon. I remember everyone getting slimed. And like Double Dare and all that stuff. All the game shows on Nickelodeon. It was called like Nick Gas or whatever. I remember, you know, Nick at Night, Cartoon Network, all that stuff. MTV, I remember when MTV was like, well, that was more 2000s, when they actually showed like music videos. Now MTV is like, it's like dating shows and like catfish shows. There's like no more music at all. It's just weird. But yeah, alright, I'll think about maybe doing something like that. But I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys, in a second. We're about to hit 30 minutes. And I'm a little candied out now. So I hope everyone enjoys time with their family or friends or however you spend your holidays. Whatever holiday you're celebrating. I wish you guys happiness, health, good fortunes, good eating, everything. And I appreciate you guys this year. You've given me thousands of watch hours and given me lots of cool comments and stuff. So thank you.